hour when dogs howl, and evil is let loose on the sleeping world. Want to hear about it?
Good Saturday afternoon, everybody. How you guys doing today? Happy Halloween for all of y'all that celebrate Halloween. I spoke a little bit yesterday about a very powerful blue moon that was going to be shining down on our Halloween festivities um tonight, and so I hope you guys will get out and get a glimpse of that moon. Um, did y'all Did y'all? Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to read that QT one. Hey, everybody. I'm gonna say hi to everybody, but hope you guys get a chance to get a glimpse of that moon tonight. Okay, and so I want to give you guys a couple of minutes to come in the room. So let me say hi. Hey, Cocoa Puffs, QT one. Hey, Lady Nika. Thanks for sharing my video, love. Hey, Kiki. Hey, Michelle. Am I missing somebody? Sean Wallace. Hey, that's hey, Lady Nika. Yeah, Red Snapper. Hey, Michelle. Rochelle, let's be real. Cynthia, allegedly prayed up. Thank you all for joining me this evening. So, if you were listening on to Bless Watkins this morning, I had a very heated exchange with Sir King, and it took me a minute to, hey Cobra, it took me a minute to, you guys know that I get triggered easy when it comes to certain subjects, and but after that, I got offline and I went out and did what I had to do for the little ones. And as I'm in my car, I'm thinking, well, why in the world did all that happen? Is it because of the blue moon? Is it because folks is just being messy? Like there's a couple of things that happened I want to share with you guys, and there's one thing in particular that happened. There's one thing in particular that happened um that there was a message. You guys know that I'm trying to read and talk at the same time, but I'm going to stop trying to read. Okay, so just let me say hey everybody, right? There's one thing that I found very interesting. That you can't share links in my chat, right? But the if you put a link under in a comment, and the link it'll be held in review. You know what I mean? And I will have to approve it or not approve it before anybody can see it on my channel. And so what happened was I went and checked my messages. You know how you get up, use the bathroom. I got up last night and I had a message, in my held messages things because I be getting a whole bunch of disrespect in them held messages. Kiki, I'm not on that computer. I will try to drop it if you want to pop up. Let's see if it works, okay? Because I would love to hear your take on this. So let me see if it works. Hold on, Kiki. And so anyway, I got a very interesting message. Y'all hold on a minute. Y'all please hit the like button if you will. Hold on, Kiki. Let me try to I'll see if it worked. We can try. But I'm on the wrong computer for that. Let's see here. Invite. Hold on 1 second. I'll see if I can sometime it work on this computer, sometime it don't. I don't know if it's gonna work or not. Okay. Did I copy that? Copy. Hold on. Copy. Let me see if I can click it in the box over here. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to see if I can if this is gonna work or not. I'm sure I can. Well, here's the link, Kiki. Now I don't. Now we're gonna see if it'll work because this computer that I'm on right now is not the big one. So, but I'm gonna drop it in the chat, and you can click it. There it is, Kiki. Click it and see if we'll be able to hear you. Because the last time I tried to drop the link on this computer, it didn't want to cooperate. But we can try. Hey everybody, once again, Sheba, Cool as Ice, Manny, hey Manny. Who else did I see just pop in? Miss Philadelphia, Queen Boop, All Mine, and anybody else that I saw. Uh, Truth Never Fails. I've never seen that name before. I hope it's not a troll, but y'all know I don't be knowing these troll names, and I'm sure I'll be talking to people that I've blocked out of my chat. Well, here's Kiki. Now let me see if I can add him. So we can see if we can hear him. I wonder if I have to
Shut up.
yeah. Hey Kiki.
Hey, Miss O.
Hold on, Kiki. Hold on. I might let me see if I can put my headphones in and see if I can hear you. Hold on a minute. Maybe
Okay.
that's an issue that I'm having. Let's see. Hold on 1 second. Okay, say something, Kiki.
You can hear me?
Oh wow, I can hear you now.
Oh,
Cool.
yeah. Yes, Lord.
Okay, that'll work. Can y'all hear Kiki pretty good? If y'all can hear Kiki pretty good, hit the one and let me know y'all can hear him.
I know you was about to start. I wanted to say something before you start so it can make sense.
Okay, okay, Kiki. Let me everybody else can hear you, but I think I got my volume turned down too. Let me try to turn it up because I can't even hardly hear you with the headphones on, love.
Okay. Yeah, everybody's saying, yeah,
They can hear
one.
me. They can hear you fine, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna turn my okay. Now I can hear you fine now. So go ahead, Kiki.
I wanted to say, first of all, I hope you're having a good Halloween.
I am.
Um, I know that you love kidding around with your cousins, your uncles, and your family members. You're a big family person, so
Absolutely.
I hope that everything is going good with that.
Oh yeah, we
Starting
got the
off.
kiddies. We got the kiddies costumes ready, and we gonna have this whole big. We can't do the trick or treat thing, but we got something set up for the kids at the house. You know.
Yeah, we got that too. I might go live with us looking at that, but well,
Mhm.
and let y'all see it. But far as the Sir King situation,
Mhm.
when he said what he said, I knew that was about to happen
Uh
because
huh.
how he started off. I mean, to be honest, he did check Christopher. He light check
Right.
Christopher,
Mhm.
but how he checked you,
Mhm.
how he went hard on you, he should have went hard on Christopher.
Mhm.
Because you his sister. We're everybody. You black, he black, all of us black. But at the same time, he like checked him,
Mhm.
and I didn't like that. And see, when he like checked him and he started saying what he was saying, he knew that that was making you mad.
Mhm.
So he kept on going and kept on going. And I said, you know what? I see what he doing. He doing it on purpose because he know that's gonna rile her up.
Mhm.
And he know how you feel about black history and stuff like that. Letting people know who don't know. See, half of that stuff you were saying, I never knew that.
Mhm.
A lot of people in the chat never knew that. That's why we was telling him to shut up so you can tell us about that.
Mhm.
But he was making you angry on purpose.
Yeah, he did. He pissed me off.
And see, I don't think you said nothing wrong with you calling him a cracker and all of that. I mean, it is what it is.
He didn't even see nothing wrong with it.
He didn't. Well, nobody never. None of us had a problem with that because Just like they said, we found out some new stuff that he was saying about us, and you going hard like this for this white man
Hmm.
after you heard what that white man was saying about all of us, your brothers and sisters.
Hmm. Some of that stuff, Kiki, I hadn't even heard about till today. Like when Lex Mack was saying what she was saying about the email and whatnot of him emailing her saying that somebody was plotting to hurt uh Tracy and all of that and some of that other stuff that they said he said on Duchess Kelly Love's channel. See, I didn't hear none of that stuff. You see
See,
what I'm saying?
that's old, and then guess what? You didn't hear it because you usually don't be around us when all of that go on, and that was around the time when I ain't gonna say allegedly because he was working around Jason, and he knew about the plot before everybody else knew about the plot.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I
Mm-hmm.
wanted to ask them. How come he knew what was going on before everybody else, even before her?
Mm-hmm.
But he
Oh,
was trying to
other
warn
than that,
her.
Kiki, yeah, yeah. But as far as I didn't mean to cut you out, but you right about that. But let me tell you something, miss. I'm gonna just stay on here for this because you're gonna be like, what? Just hold on 1 minute. You ain't gonna believe this because it took me a minute. Cause but as far as Sir King go, he hates women. He hates black
Oh
women.
yes.
And then he really don't even see he's emasculated, Kiki. And I don't want
Mm-hmm.
everybody to think that I was talking about every black man. It's just a certain type of black man, especially these certain type of black men that's on YouTube. See, it's another guy on YouTube by the name of what Big J Triple X right here in the other sector over there, right? So
Mm-hmm.
what he do is he twerk around and what do y'all call it? The drama sector, the white sector. There's like the B sector. I think they call it the drama
What
sector,
sector
right?
you talking about though?
He twerk yeah, he twerks around over there and they disrespect him. And then he come back to the other sector over there where I was. I don't even like to call it the woke sector because they ain't woke. It's the effery sector. We're gonna call it the effery sector. He come back over there and start dropping down to everybody chat over there and start speaking bad about black people, calling them, the ERN word,
Right.
he done got mad and got because they done called him that over there in the Anglo sector, right? He come back, but what he really is a coon, right?
Right.
Supported the whole nine. You see what I'm saying? And it's just horrible. So I've seen something like a Sir King before. Do you see what I'm saying? And then he wanted to agitate me, and I know why. In particular, he's mad for a couple of. We know he's sensitive, right? We
Yep.
know he a whole feminine creature, right? He more
Yep.
his skin is he is real. He more sensitive to me, and I'm a female. I'm the one that's supposed to be sensitive about some
True.
things. Instead of that, he the one that's sensitive because I'm not bothered, but he is sensitive. Do you see what I'm saying? And he did trigger me on purpose about this subject in particular. See, he really ain't got nothing against that guy, that racist guy over there,
No, you
or
don't.
Christopher. He don't have nothing against them at all
Nope.
because he want to twerk up under their balls, right? He want to seek their approval because he's what they call an emasculated black male. See, a
Yep.
lot of a lot of people in this world consider all black men. Now, I know this is not true about all black men, but the black men that you see up in the forefront, the one that the media puts focus on are those emasculated black men, okay? Because they don't want black men to lead our community. And he
Right.
is one of those emasculated black men, one of them coon Negroes that they put up front and center. Now, see what he did, he mad at everybody over here that supported Kwani. I put a Kwani did a video, I guess after she went on Sir King's panel,
I
maybe.
was
But
watching that too.
okay, I seen it this morning, right? So I put on there, we don't know him. We know you, smiley face. We don't know him, right? So I
True.
don't know if he saw that or not, but he been trying to come for me. He love when I give him attention. I guess he masochistic. He love a butt whooping like a couple of other ones do around here when I have to tongue lash him. Do you see what I'm saying? And he, for some reason, he think it's gonna make me look bad because I support my own people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't understand how you think it's gonna make me look bad, even to the point to where he was saying, "What? You're calling him the c word, and this is a predominantly black sector. What's the big deal?
But see,
Who
what
cares?"
what he didn't understand was he don't know how you and Chris relationship really is on YouTube.
Right,
That's what y'all do. When
right.
you talk to him, you tell him what you got to tell him.
Mhm,
You joke around with him, and
mhm.
y'all just fine. But see, he don't understand that.
Yep, he
We
don't
do.
understand. Yeah, he don't. I don't take Christopher seriously, and he don't take me seriously. Cause see,
Right.
he for his people, but I'm for my people. And see, here's the thing about the some black coons in particular, black folks like uh Sir King over there. What he don't understand is if there ever was to be a race war, they would kill Negroes like him first, cause
Sure
he's not
would.
race loyal. See, me and Christopher, we race loyal. He loyal to his race, and I'm loyal to mine. And for that reason, we can respect each other on the basis of being race loyal.
Exactly.
Do you see what I'm saying? Now,
Yep.
now, Christopher, he tried to play me. This is why I want you to stay on here too. Okay, we're gonna get us some teaching in here, Jay. Like I said, I had to calm down, Kiki, and I was so glad you came up there and said what you said because I really want you to have the floor. But honey, I was so upset by that. I was pissed off by that,
That's why
Kiki.
I came
I
up
couldn't
there
hush.
to calm you down because I saw that he was doing it on purpose. So I said, let me
Yeah.
go up there and get her attention right quick.
Yeah, because it's exasperating to me, when I don't, but the little name calling and the little beefing and stuff that don't phase me. But when you go to speaking against your own people about a real subject, I'm beefing is one thing, but you being a whole coon up here, you know
He
what I mean?
did it on purpose.
Yeah, he did it on purpose. And he didn't even feel embarrassed. Like you don't even know he don't know how ridiculous he looked to somebody like me or you, Kiki. Like you don't know. Like where do
He
we
looked it like a
live in this
fool.
world?
He looked it like a fool.
He looked like a fool to me. I was like, I never would I ever associate myself with any type of black man in my real life that sound like that. That is an embarrassment. Okay. And then you had some fools, one fool in particular. Every time we start this subject, I think the name is Starseed or something.
I
I
know who you're
always
talking
coming
about.
for
The
me. You
paragraphs.
making yeah, you making yourself sound stupid at this point. I'm thinking, no, bitch. You making yourself sound stupid. You sound like a whole coon too, or an Anglo. Like, which one is it? You know what I mean? Like, ugh. I'm
Both.
like, it's just it make my skin crawl. Like, but let me tell you the tea, Kiki. Let me tell you the tea, baby. And I was too mad to think about it, and I didn't even think about it until I was driving. I was like, oh, that's why he did that. Okay, like I was saying, I got up to use the bathroom last night, and I always check my, the messages in the studio, right, to
Right.
see if I have to, respond to somebody, see if somebody want to tell me something in an old video, something I'm not seeing at night because I sleep at night. Do you see what I'm
Right.
saying? And so I'm going to check my held messages, and it's a message from Christopher WW in there, right? And in this message, it's this long message, and I'm gonna read it for you too, Kiki. But it's
Oh,
the
I need to hear
message,
this.
and yes, honey, Kiki. Oh my God, right? Let me pull it up, right? I was getting my whole life over this, but I wasn't trying to be mean at first, right? But now it makes sense to me. So let me pull this up for y'all, right? So I get this message in my box, and it's held, and it's got a link at the end on it, right? And y'all please hit the like button. It's got a link on the end of it, and on that link, and in that link anyway, it's a song. He said he sung a song for me because I'm his friend. And I'm like, wait, what? But okay. I was like, well, at first I was like, well, maybe he trying real hard. I don't know. But now it makes sense. I'm thinking after all the stuff I heard today, this fool was trying to set me up. Because like I said, I didn't hear. Like, what did you think I was gonna swoon at your feet or something? I'm like, really? Do you think I'm basic? Like, do you know who I am? I got a whole husband. Honey, I am not impressed. And if I didn't have a husband, you ain't my type. I wouldn't be impressed. But anyway, right along. I wasn't trying. Like, I don't understand.
This is
I heard.
it's getting
Let
good.
me. I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find it. Hold on,
This is
I'm gonna
getting
read it
good.
to you.
Oh, and I wanted to
It
tell
makes
you
sense.
what,
I'm thinking you trying to set me up, Kiki.
and I wanted to tell you how people, how many people don't want me to, be cool with you, come in your chat and watch you, and people really hate that. They mad that me and you
I don't even
are
know why.
cool. That's crazy.
I don't know why. I don't even know why. Why?
I don't get it.
What's the big
I don't
deal?
see nothing you do.
Yeah. Here you go, Kiki. Hold on. Let me. I'm gonna let y'all listen to this song, right? But first, let me read you the message, okay?
I'm about to go on mute.
Okay. Well, let me read you the title. Okay, on the thumbnail, it say, "To my friend Olivia the Orca, cordially, Christopher W." Okay, and then it says some Italian cover of the song, right? and it says Nessun Dorma or something like that, and Louvre Museum cover Italian hashtag beef sector hashtag Olivia Oracle to my friend Olivia the Oracle. And so when you click on the thing, there's a message, and the message says, and I quote, here's the message, right, y'all? It says, "Good afternoon, Miss Olivia. I do some music content from time to time on my channel, and most of it on Christopher W. I think I'm blocked on that channel, so I brought it over on this side and thought I would drop it off on your doorstep here. Right, but like I said, it was a link in it, right? And it goes on to say that it's an operatic piece called Nessun Dorma. I know I'm not pronouncing it correctly, but it's Italian, right? It's an Italian opera, and Luciano Pavarotti, Placido Domingo, and Jose Carreras made it famous back in the 90s. I sang the second movement for you, not quite as good not quite as good as not quite as good as Pavarotti, obviously, but at least at least a C minus on a very curved point system. LOL. And I'm a Capricorn, so I'm one of those hopeless, romantic kind of guys. I just thought I'd share a little bit of my hopelessness with you. LMAO. Anyway, thank you for all that you do for all of us. It's an honor to know you, Christopher W. Okay. And so, oh, I got static. Ain't nothing I can do about the static, y'all. Because, like I said, let me. I
I'm
got.
I'm gonna drop down because that's probably why it's staticking because I'm up here. But I'm still about to listen in the chat.
It's probably like you, Kiki. I want you just stay till you hear the song. It ain't that long, okay?
All right.
So you can give me your honest
The
reaction.
the
What did you think about that comment,
that
Tag?
letter is he trying to holler at you or something? Trying to take you out on a date? This nigga.
I think he trying to set me up.
Yeah,
He think I'm basic.
that's
Oh
definitely a setup. I
no.
wouldn't even trust that.
Kiki, Kiki, if my husband that I've been married to was over 20, for over 20 years, I'm sorry, wants to come in my house with some more extra sappy stuff, you know what I think about that,
What?
Kiki? I will put his ass out because that means that nigga cheating on me, okay?
Yeah.
Don't come at me with no soft ass, weak ass shit like that.
He sound like he the woman.
Okay. I wish a nigga would.
They at least
Anyway,
if he would have had a little aggression in there or something. That nigga had nothing but that nigga sound like he a
Kiki,
woman.
I'm used to a certain type of dude, okay? And this ain't it. I'm just saying.
Nigga.
Don't bring me no flowers. Don't bring me no chocolates, nigga. Bring me some money, okay?
Okay.
But I'm just saying.
Yeah,
anyway,
he
anyway.
think you one of them
Woo,
youngsters or something like that's
woo,
gonna impress you.
even when I was young, Kiki, I'm not. I got a thick skin, and I will laugh at you. Okay, I'm just saying. You can't come at me a
Man, that
certain
letter
week.
was so trash.
Like, do I look white? What the hell
Christopher,
is going on? I'm black. He been listening to them rumors. Oh, she says she like white chocolate, so I'm gonna get her. I'm gonna make her fall in love with me, and I'm gonna get her to. And I don't have her email address, but if I sing her enough Pavarotti, she'll give me her email address and maybe her phone number,
it'll
and I
never
can gain
happen.
her confidence, and then we can get to talking on the phone, and I can expose her.
It'll
And she
never
likes
happen.
white chocolate.
It'll
but
never happen.
I didn't even think about that. Childish stuff happened today. I tried to be nice. I hit the little like button. I put a little smiley face right there. And I'm thinking, well, maybe the fella is really trying or something. I
Mm-mm.
don't know.
Trying to
But
set you up.
thank you. That was until I heard all of this stuff that I heard today. Didn't it? And I'm gonna tell y'all why I believe a lot of the stuff that I heard today because there's a story behind it too. But let's listen to the melody. Okay, hold on. Y'all tell me if y'all can hear this. Can you hear this, Kiki?
Yeah, I can hear it.
Niente freres revestire la Italia. La mani di amore espressa distanze.
What the
Sono
hell?
I
permanenti
don't.
quando desidera. Mio Olivia. Dove se non se la saprà. If Russia
This
chat
nigga speaking in Russian?
Leave me alone, Kiki.
Nigga speaking in Russian a little bit.
I cannot.
Wait, first of all,
You go, Kiki. Wait. Oh Lord. Oh, Jackie said it was chanting. I cannot.
man, that boy. Oh
Uh-oh.
man, this nigga doing some Catholic church stuff, man. He think you a Catholic, huh?
I'm good.
He think you a Catholic.
I cannot. Hold up, it get better. I can't, I can't keep my composure this any longer.
I don't even know what he thought he was
Listen,
getting
listen to
out of
this one.
that though.
You know how Kiki look. It's another song on this page, right? And the name of it is you know that ain't no sunshine when we gone. You know,
Yeah.
ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Right? So let me let y'all hear this one. Okay?
Oh man,
I don't know what these people think I am, but okay.
they gonna look at Christopher bad now.
Listen, here we go, y'all. Just him singing.
Uh-uh. I ain't digging
You
this.
know, yeah.
I can't. I can't get jiggy with this.
That's his voice too. Yeah, he was speaking that language. I couldn't really tell, but it sounded like him. But this is voice right here. Oh goodness, was he
The
drunk?
fuck? Are you okay?
Right? Are you okay?
But
Oh my god.
he's serious too.
Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. This nigga.
Baby.
No,
Oh, okay.
no, Miss
Did you
Hope.
hear enough, CK?
Yeah, I don't know if he's speaking Rabbi Shock or this nigga speaking something. That ain't no. I don't, nigga.
I don't know.
You did better
But
playing Rick James for it, nigga. You what the fuck
Kiki,
was that?
Kiki. But
That
this,
nigga said, nah, nah, nah. What the
see,
fuck was that?
I'm just saying. I ain't trying to be mean, but
That boy was singing that. He was singing from the heart too. Boy, we don't know that bullshit, boy.
I'm like, oh my god. Like he twerking hard to set Miss Olivia up. Yeah, like I said, I was like, well, maybe maybe I could be a little extra, maybe a little intimidated. Maybe he was a little intimidated by me, something he want to make an effort, trying to fit in, because I thought that's what he was trying to do until I heard all that stuff today. Right, I'm like, oh okay. Yeah, he thought I was a basic bitch or something.
He must have did. See,
I'm
he
thinking,
you could tell he wasn't watching you. He must you could tell. He just saw you them couple of few times and oh she's a
okay,
nice woman. Oh, you better
right.
do
Right.
boy, you better
I
do
can
your
draw
history.
her. I can bring her into my confidence. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. but I lie. But
I I don't know. This the song is stuck in my head though. I don't get what he was trying to do with this song.
Kiki, I don't know either. But it made sense after the stuff I heard today. Like I said, I just try to shrug it off. You know what I mean? Like maybe you trying to fit in. You know what I mean? I try to give him an out. You know, earlier in the week, I try to let him twerk in my chat. People were saying, he cool. He all right. He growing. He better than he used to be. All this and all that. Then come to find out all this stuff that I heard today that I had heard for the first time because like I had no idea. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And so
No.
when it made me think about this email, this made
She
me
was
think about this comment, this whole video comment thing, and then I was like,
just
oh,
the next door
that's
neighbor.
what he trying to do. He trying to set me up.
Of course.
Number
That would it
one,
sound like to me.
I'm not no lonely old Betty.
That's what he
The
thought.
hell
That's what he thought.
do I look like?
See, he was listening to those people making videos about you and listening to those little girls make up lies. And he
Uh-huh.
actually thought that you really didn't have nobody you was talking to.
Well, they done doxed me, Kiki. They know I'm married. Okay. And when
Man.
I even get tired of him and put him out sometimes, even after I am honey, I am a solitary creature, okay? I don't like nobody up under me, nothing
Hello.
but my babies. That is it. I am solitary. Child,
Christopher, you nigga, you,
you got the wrong one,
you
all
better go
right?
get some temptation music or something, nigga. That Haraya
Child,
Kakaba, whatever that was, that ain't gonna work. Look at her.
child.
Look
But
at
yeah,
her.
it was all a setup.
She trying to be
Child.
nosy now. I'm a drop down. I got
Okay,
the
okay,
she
Kiki.
being nosy up under.
Okay. Thanks for coming up, Kiki. I appreciate you, love.
Thank you for having me. I'm still watching though. I'm
Okay,
listening.
okay,
All right.
okay. But y'all, this was y'all heard it for yourself. And I was like, wow, it makes sense now. Because like I said, in the light of everything that came about, and we're gonna do a little reaction video to what happened on Bless Walker's panel, right? But I really wanted y'all to hear that. And like I said, in the light of all that stuff, let me cut this down. In the light of all that stuff, because y'all, it's the microphone. It's not always me with the big mouth. You know what I mean? Hit the one if y'all can still hear me clearly, okay? Because I got to take these headphones out. But in the light of all the stuff that came about today, it's making me think that this Christopher guy is suspect as well as Sir King. Do you see what I'm saying? I don't. It's a couple of weirdos running around here, and it's the whole thing is just weird. Can y'all hear me? If y'all can hear me, hit the one. I'm gonna stop talking to somebody and hit the one, and let me know that y'all can hear me. Okay? Get a chance to catch up. I clearly remember you telling him before that you grew up around men. Yeah, like him, and that you saw. I know, so y'all can't hear me. Okay, thank you, T. Trish. I'm not some kind of basic bitch. I'm sorry, but anyway, y'all, let me read y'all this real cute. Before I logged on, and I've got a video on here that I did a little while ago about the Salem witch trials, right? And I'm sure many of you have heard of the Salem witch trials, right? Back in the Puritan days, when Plymouth Rock, shortly landed and all of this and all that. They went around and they burned a whole lot of women because they called them witches and all this and all that, right? And they weren't witches, they were just women. They were women, but because of patriarchy, white male patriarchy, they couldn't find for the reasons, they were dying out from disease and they couldn't grow their, vegetables and their fruits because, they came over here from England. They couldn't get the ground right. You know what I mean? They done turned on the Indians. So it had to be a witch, the reason why they dying off and all this and all that, right? So I found a little, a piece of something written by a woman called Thea Forstrom, right? And I found this little excerpt from this book on Gossip Girl XO's page, right? And since the title of the video is Sir King, Why Do You Hate Black Women, right? And I think this is an excellent analogy of why men like him hate women in general. But this is really the mindset of a lot of psycho patriarchal men or weak men, emasculated men, that instead of taking accountability for the lack of your own self-worth, you have to blame it on women. You have to persecute and try to devalue, try to verbally abuse women because of our strength, right? And so I'm gonna read this to y'all, right? It says, and I quote, it was not witches who burned, and we talked about the Salem witch trials, right? Now, now y'all, just before we get started, have y'all heard about the Salem witch trials before? I know some of you. I know Sheba has. Hit the one if you don't heard of the Salem witch trials. I'm just saying because I don't be wanting to. And I did a video about that like a little while ago, the Salem witch trials. But in honor of Halloween, this is appropriate, okay? So I'm gonna let y'all catch up so I can hit the one and tell me you got to plant those peas in different parts of the garden each year to get the soil right. Yes, okay, y'all can hear me. Okay. So anyway, let me read y'all just a little excerpt, right? It's about the Salem. It's pertaining to the Salem witch trials, right? It says, and I quote, oh, I went off. It was not witches who burned. It was women. Women who were seen as too beautiful, too outspoken, had too much water in the well. Yes, seriously. Who had a birthmark, just anything. Women who were too skilled with herbal medicine, like the root workers and stuff, and they burnt a lot of you know herbal women too. We call them root workers, right? Even though if it weren't for the root workers, the plague wouldn't have been tamped down the way we didn't get. Anyway, it's another video, right? Let me read this, right? Women who were too skilled with herbal medicine, too loud, like me, too quiet, not like me, too much hair, too much red hair, too much, kinky, curly, straight hair, women who had a strong nature connection, women who danced, women who sung, or anything else, really. Sisters testified and turned on each other when their babies were held under ice. Children were tortured to confess their experiences with quote unquote witches by being fake executed in ovens. Women were held underwater if they float. They were guilty and executed. If they sunk and drowned, they were innocent. And they, of course, they're dead by then, right? If you sink and you drown, you're dead, right? They were innocent if they were dead, right? Women were thrown off cliffs. Women were put in deep holes in the ground. The start of this madness, was years of famine, war between religions and lots of fear, because we were dealing with the Christians versus the Puritans, the Christians versus the Puritans. There's a difference, right? So anyway, uh war between religions and lots of fear. The churches said that witches, demons, and the devil did exist, and women were nothing but trouble. We were the witches, the demons, and the devils, and were nothing but trouble, y'all. Okay, now check the mindset back then, because the more things change, the more they stay the same. They burning us at the stake. Do you see what I'm saying? But they still trying to do harm to us. Okay, if we allow it. The only thing today is we have laws set in place like domestic violence laws, and a lot of us, we are strong enough now to where we know we don't have to deal with that sort of thing, right? So anyway, let me finish. Nothing but trouble. As we see, even today, there is often a scapegoat created. Everything connected to a woman became feared, especially her sexuality. It became labeled as dark and dangerous, as was the core of the witch trials throughout the world. Why do I write? The author says, "Why?" Hey, Lex Mac. The author says, "Why do I write this?" Okay, she says She writes this because I think the uses of words are important, especially when we are doing the work to pull these murky, repressed, and forgotten about stories to the surface. That's right, because if you don't learn from your past, you are deemed to repeat it, right? To pull this past from the surface, because knowing our history is important when we are building the new world. When we are doing healing work of our lineages and as women, to give the women who were slaughtered a voice, to give them redress, to give them justice, to give them justice. I'm gonna say that, and a chance of peace. It's not the witches who burned; it was the women. And I thought that was appropriate in the context of this conversation, as well as because it's Halloween and it's a strong blue moon. And I just wanted to share it with you guys because we even see that right today is these men, that some of them feel emasculated, some of them feel powerless. And what do, especially in our community? You see what I'm saying? You feel like you worthless because a man that had the foot on your neck. But what you do is you come home and you beat the heck out of the woman, the only person that's truly got your back. And we see, and even if I don't know if you got, and I know you guys have heard of the Willie Lynch letter, right? Some people say the Willie Lynch letter was real. Some people say it was fake. You see what I'm saying? But one part, but everything that was put forth in that letter, whether it was fake or real, it's what has been done to our people. One part of that letter says, to keep to keep the family weak, the family unit weak, you have to divide the black slave man from the black slave woman. Right to this day, a lot of our men hate us. A lot of us women, we try to protect them, but at the core of it all, a lot of us still are going back and forth with one another. There's a deep-seated generational ancestral hate when it comes to a lot of black men and a lot of black women. And when it comes to Sir King, that is evident. Do you see what I'm saying? Because up there on that thing, he came in like he was speaking out against Christopher W., but he really came up there to come at me. Okay? He mad at Kwani. Okay, because Kwani got a pound on. But first, he was loving Kwani to death when Kwani was getting him the numbers. Now, all of a sudden, he got something against Kwani. Okay? He got something, and we know he always on Tracy. You see what I'm saying? The list of women he come at their throat is just like one after another. And I'm thinking, why are you going this hard on me, but you ain't going hard on your natural enemy? Like you came in saying one thing, but you did. The only reason why you did that, because we know that you twerking for the man. And my thing is, and then you cry about that dude over there trying to destroy your life and trying to dox you and all of this and all that. But are you really mad at him because you think he don't like you? Are you mad at him because he won't let you, jiggle on his, kahunas? Like, why are you really mad at him? Because, like, I'm not feeling it. It don't make sense to me. But you hate women, but you want the approval of those Anglo men. But you hate black women. Like, I'm confused by that. Do you see what I'm saying? And so, you're right about that, Sheba. The patriarchy, white male patriarchy, is the reason why our country, as a matter of fact, is in a situation that it is right now. When you get black men trying to mimic white male patriarchy, it's always going to fail because they're too worried about pleasing the man instead of building up and supporting and making whole their own community. That is part of the problem. Do you see what I'm saying? And that is why I was so triggered today, because you're coming over here, you saying all this and all that, but you're really only saying it because you want to come at me. And that is weak, and it is emasculated. And so my question is, why do you hate black women? Like, did you get beat by your mommy as a child? Did your mommy not let your daddy see you? Like, did you lose a job to a woman? Do you want to be a woman? Are you jealous of women? Like, what is really going on with you? Why do you feel emasculated? And when it comes to women, why do you feel inferior towards women? That's all I want to know. And why are you twerking so hard for the man? I would like to know that. You want to jiggle on his balls to the point to where you will come up on a panel and hundreds of people are watching you, okay, whether they for you or not. What you're doing to me, you look like a weak, emasculated man. And that's what the world wants you to look like. And you don't even have sense enough to realize it, or either you don't care. And it's unfortunate. But anyway, let's listen to some audio. Okay? Now, see, he caught himself coming in under the guise of, oh, you're a suspect, Christopher W. You're the ops, Christopher W. Do you see what I'm saying? This, and then he's saying, all this and saying all that, but then it goes on a little further. I want y'all to hear how he was coming at him and how hard, as opposed to how hard he came at me, to the point to where I was triggered. You know what I mean? And I don't fool with this guy. I hate to even talk about this guy, but this is a prime example of what's going on with some of these men. Thanks for the cash out, love. I thank you. I see it. It means a lot to me. Thank you. But yeah, let me find this blessed video, and we gonna play a little bit of it. Okay. But like I said, I'm glad we did that panel, because I couldn't figure out why in the world that Christopher W would put that thing up under my video with that music and stuff. I thought it was weird. Then I thought he was trying. Then I thought it was weird, and that explains why. I believe that you do have something going on. See, let me try to find this. Oh, here you go. Let me tell you something. When I came online, and I was in that sector over there, and they used to tell, they used to tell the history of things over there, right? And so one of the stories that I found very interesting, because shortly after I got on there, I noticed all these black folks cooning for these white folks. I also noticed a lot of these black folks that coon for the white folks. They got these people on their panel. They modded for them. They pretty much running their panel and all of this and all that, right? So one day they were talking in one of the guys' chats. I think it was Reg the Bad Guys chat or the Angry Man's channel chat or something like that. But they was telling the story of Sergeant Willie P. And he said, whichever one of the men was, they said around back in 2012, there used to be a guy online, and this is way before me, of course, named Sergeant Willie P. And the Tracy has talked about the MGTOWs, where there's white MGTOWs and there's black MGTOWs. MGTOWs mean men going their own way, right? So it was just the white MGTOWs at first, right? So this guy named Sergeant Willie P wanted to be a part of the MGTOW, so he started fooling around with them, in their areas or whatever, and he realized that they were being racist towards him, but he agreed with the ideology because he hate, black women. You see what I'm saying? So he started the black MGTOWs, right? And so, but what he said was, while he was over there, around about that time, they said the Anglos started devising a plan, and what they would do is they would come into and start trolling, and come up under black avatars, trying to infiltrate YouTube's black spaces. You like this space, it's a predominantly black section of YouTube, right? So they started at these 4chan people, all the people like that in the MGTOWs. What they would do, the plan was for them to come in and infiltrate these sectors, pretty much tear these sectors apart, pretty much get the black folks into it, especially the men and the women into it for their amusement, so that they would never, try to unify or figure anything out. Do you see what I'm saying? You remember Sergeant Willie P. Cobra? Yeah. So they was in that story always stuck with me. Do you see what I'm saying? Because I had started out seeing all this trouble being started by these Anglos, and I'm thinking, why these black people, that these Anglos run their panels and cause trouble, with them and all this and all that. So when I heard all this stuff that they were bringing out about the Christopher today, it made me think back to that story. It also made me think back to that video that was sent to me of the guys singing. And I'm thinking, oh, this what he trying to do. Do you think I'm basic? Like, what's wrong with you? Do you think I'm lonely? I'm a whole married woman. And I don't even want to be married bothered half the time. I'm solitary. I'm never lonely. Never, ever, ever, ever. Ever lonely. I love me to death. All right. But anyway, that's another story for another day. So that video, I have to laugh at myself when I be saying it because it's the truth. Like, I love my company. I correct myself. Anyway, we're going to start at the, hold on. Hold on 1 second. We're going to start at the 2 hour and 16 minute mark. And Lex Mack is just about a little bit before this. Lex Mack is telling about, and I hadn't heard this story, right? Lex Mack was saying, she had got some emails or an email from Christopher saying that there was a plot to harm. She said Kwani or Tracy, and then she said, come to find out though, the plot was to harm Tracy, and she passed that information along, but she had got the information. She had got the email from the Christopher W. And she was saying that is the only, email correspondence that she had with the guy. Do you see what I'm saying? So this is where we're going to start right here. Here we go.
Hey, sir, and Christopher said, come on, say things you can answer her like that, because I want to know what you're supposed to be saving us from.
Not trying to say.
Christopher is very, very suspicious. He's over there in that drama.
Now, the reason why I'm playing this is because I want y'all to hear what. This is how Sir King was coming at Christopher first, right? And I just want y'all to hear this, okay? Because a lot of us was in that chat, but I want y'all to hear how he's talking to this guy, and as opposed to how he's going to talk to me. That is the reason why I'm playing an audio. So and then a lot of this stuff I hadn't heard till today either, by the way. Okay, so let's continue. I just want to say that.
Community telling lies about this area of YouTube, saying he's being mistreated and all that other stuff. So spinning stereotypes that we're mistreating him and stuff like that. Another thing, you're very honest. Are you really part of this secret organization or something that's doing an experiment over here? Like you said?
What are you talking about, experiments?
Can y'all hear this?
I'm not Christopher. Don't do it.
You did say that on certain questions.
Yes, you did.
Now, see, that's the first time I had heard that this morning, by the way. Anyway, let's continue. But remember, and they said some kind of secret experiment or some kind of intel. But remember the story I just told y'all about Sergeant Willie P. and what he said, right? So, let's continue.
What I said was I was contracted privately. Nothing about an experiment. Mathematical algorithms concerning trolling. It's an election year.
You contracted. That's why you wait a minute, Christopher.
But that ain't the way you say it, though. Am I wrong, Turkey?
He showed it.
Did y'all hear that? Mathematic algorithms, because it's an election in election years. See, I heard that. So are you saying that you were sent over here to infiltrate this sector because you want to see how black people were moving because it's an election year? Were we going for Trump? Were we going for Biden? Is that what the intel that you were trying to collect? You trying to see which way we was going to vote? Because from what I understand, I also heard they say he's been in a couple of black sectors. They said he was over there with Clyde Devil. I know full well that is, and I guess he's been twerking around in these black sectors, right? So was your purpose of doing that to collect intel as it pertains to seeing how we were going to vote? And when you think about that in that context, that makes sense. Now I don't know about but we know the internet in general is a huge social experiment. There's a Netflix movie called The Social Dilemma. You guys need to look at that. It's like a docu. It's not a movie, but it's like a documentary, for loose of a better word. And it's called a social experiment, and it will leave you with your mouth wide open. Okay. A lot of the ways that we move on the internet right now, a lot of that stuff was set up, engineered, and taught to us by a team of white men between the ages of 25, young white men between the ages of 25 and 35 years old. And the reason and how our morals are being, pretty much decimated because people feel free to say anything and everything on the internet, but that they said the algorithm, it was taught to the algorithm, and the algorithm, it eggs us on to be the most deplorable we can be. But that algorithm was designed by these young white men, and it's really it's eye-opening. And the name of that, like I said, is the Social Dilemma. If you got Netflix and you ain't seen it, please go watch The Social Dilemma, because it will open your eyes to a lot of things. Hey, Bless, I'm playing your audio, Bless. I hope you don't mind. Don't forget to remark Christopher made about the people over here having no. Yeah, I had heard it. He said people over here we have no jobs and we smoke weed all day. I'm thinking, wait, what? Then he tried to say he was joking, but he was dead serious. That's not a joke. That's a racist stereotype. Hadn't heard that till today either. Okay? But anyway, let's continue. But y'all have to see The Social Dilemma. When y'all get a chance, write it down. Y'all need to watch that on Netflix. It is eye-opening. All right? Because I was sitting there with my mouth pumped wide open. I was floored by that. Okay? Thank you, Bless. Meanwhile, let's continue.
You said it.
What did I say?
You said it. So can you hear what he said? That ain't what I heard. I heard
it was privately.
You are part of a organization that was funded through some government agency to come into this sector, and I don't remember exactly where I went, but it went something like this. You did say that you said on 13 channel.
Yes.
Specifically me, I funded myself.
Yeah, you said that part, but you said you had a government.
So if he funded himself, so do he mean he came over and start trolling on his own? Is that what he mean by funded himself? Do you see how he doing the word games and semantics? But see, that's the same thing that Sir King tried to do. That's the same Jedi mind trick that he tried to play on me when it came to the word cracker. You see what I'm saying? Pay attention. So anyway, let's continue.
It's a conglomerate of y'all. It's supposed to be.
Mr. King, how do you get experiments out of that?
Because pretty much you are doing an experiment. You're interacting with people, engaging.
So first it was a conglomerate. Then he said he was contracted. Then he said he contracted himself. You see, here's the thing about, if you ever study criminal justice, the first thing they tell you, it's not about the lie or the truth. It's about the gray area. It's about what people say in between. How defensive you are in between. So even if you're telling the truth, but you're being really defensive, they're going to put that in the gray area category, and they're going to dissect that. And they are going to convict you not on the truth or the lie or even the fact that you did it or not. They're going to convict you on the gray area. Okay? That's how they get a lot of people when it comes to a lot of confessions. That's how they get you. They get you on the gray area. Okay? So I'm a very good listener on purpose, right? So anyway, reception is cutting in and out. Can y'all hear me? Hit the one if my reception is cutting in and out on you guys. If not, this is probably a troll. I have seen this page somewhere before. Hit the one if y'all can hear me clearly. And I might need to get this troll out of here too, while y'all let the audio catch up. So just hold on a minute. Because it could be cutting out. I don't know. Let me go to my page. Hold on. If y'all can hear me good, hit the one. I may not be able to hear me good. Oh, you can hear me good, Bless? It's cutting out. It's cutting out on me too. Well, click, try to refresh your device, because it ain't nothing I can do about it. But if it go out, I'll just come back on my phone. Well, let me try to get this troll out here first. Hold on a minute. Hold on, guys. T. Trisha said that is the point of where SK began to interrupt you when you were speaking on social dilemma. Right, because my thing is, who are you? Do you see what I'm saying? Are you the ops as well? You're talking about this guy, but are you the ops as well? That's what I want to know, because I heard that he came, he was over here a couple of years ago. It's garbled. Yeah, I don't know, Black Heart. This is trying to refresh your device. Like I said, if it goes out, I'll just have to come back on my phone. But while we can, I'm gonna try to play a little of the audio, because I just want you guys to hear the difference in how he's speaking. Hold on. Oh shoot! I want y'all to hear the difference in how he's speaking to me as opposed to the way he's speaking to Christopher W. You can hear me better now. Let's be real. Okay. But like I said, refresh your device. Okay. Let me find the audio again of Bless channel. So I just want you guys to hear a little difference, because that's how we hear And so, but a whole lot of stuff is just, clicking in place for me now. You see what I'm saying? And so, yeah, it could be my Wi-Fi because it's storming over here. Oh, okay, Voodoo Queen. All right. So anyway, let's continue. Let's listen to a little bit more.
When people engaging them and trying to get a reaction out of them, right? That's an experiment. You over here doing surveillance on people. You even said, "Oh, we came looking for these certain people because we got reports on them and all."
But that's the Sir King does the same thing. Let's be real. Said SK is the ops as far as I'm concerned. He the ops as far as I'm concerned too. Let's be real. He just says he just does enough to be accepted over here. But when you read between the lines, it's out of the double talk. You're right. That's why I mentioned the gray area. You're right. That's why I mentioned the truth is always something between the real, what's really going on is between the truth and the lie. Okay, the gray area. That's why I mentioned it. The double talk. And you're right about that. I am just me says I am strongly offended that Christopher continues to attempt to disrupt our safe space online and insult all of our intelligence with his imaginary his imaginary conglomerate. Child. We talked about that earlier too. You're gonna have to go back and listen to the video from the beginning when we get done. But anyway, let's continue.
That, but then other people emerge, all this stuff. Like, that's suspect, dude. That's crazy.
He's suspect.
That's not an experiment.
Experiment on us over here.
You're sure as hell not doing an observation, because if you're doing an observation, you keep yourself out of the experiment. It's an experiment.
What experiment are you talking about?
You are manipulating certain variables. You stay out of it. If you were trying to really
see, the reason why Sir King is dwelling on it when he says things like you are manipulating certain variables, that's what he tries to do. Okay? That's why he came over here, invited all these trolls over here. Okay? You got that, what was that guy that confessed that he was doing the same thing last week on the D-Spot channel? You're manipulating variables as well, Sir King. You and that other, what was his name, Langston or something? That's what they're doing. They're doing the same thing. So are you trying to take the light? You don't want nobody shining the light or catching on what you doing? Is that what's going on? So yeah, it's crazy. Always projecting, right? Have y'all forgot? CW claims to be undercover investigating the beef sector. He and SK are playing in everyone's faces. You're right about that, QT1. You're right. You're right. And I'm wondering why they fit. Now I had already heard a couple of days ago that where that Langston guy said you have been not targeted, you have been identified as this, that, and the other. Y'all remember that? That's what made me play the audio of him on D-Spot channel. How you gonna identify me? And how you gonna check me up? Try to check me about anything that I say. Who are you? I'm not impressed. But anyway, let's continue. But yeah, it seemed like he don't want the light shined on him, and I'm talking about Sir King. So he's bringing up what this guy said that was in the past, the same way he did me on the same video. You called the guy the C word. I'm thinking, and do you think black people really care about that? He didn't even care about that because he said it out of his own mouth. Hey Chopper said Zills, aka Sir King, is a womanizer. Well, I know he act like a woman because he's very sensitive. He acts more feminine than me. Anyway, let's listen to him a little more. Maria says he and SK are full of caca. You cannot run an experiment without people's consent. It's unethical / illegal. This is ridiculous. Loud. SK taking him serious too. He's just trying to deflect, in my opinion. Yeah, a lot of people saying my sound is skipping and popping. Ain't nothing I can do about that. Maybe it's a storm in your area. I don't know what's going on. But maybe you can refresh your device. That's the best I can do. I'm so sorry, y'all. If it get too bad, let me know, and I'll just come back and finish my commentary on my phone, and it'll be better, okay? But for right now, let's try to listen to a little bit more of this.
Sit up here and engage yourself in conversation and provoke people and stuff that you do. You hella suspect, dude. gonna sit up there and say that wasn't your child? That wasn't that was what Jason did to intoxicate you and all that stuff. I don't believe that for one day, because I told you I saw a video of you hugging that boy.
My thing is, why is he always bringing in all the conversations? He's always bringing up that guy. It's like he's obsessed over that guy. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, are you working together with the guy? Are you manipulating the situation? Are you in love with the guy? Like, why are you always, you keep the guy in your mouth. You keep his name relevant on your platform anyway. You don't want nobody to forget about this guy. So it's just weird to me how he does that. Why obsess over this guy? And it seemed like you trying to say StreamYard does that with sounds. At times mine has done that. And I have take yourself out the stream, then come back. It usually corrects it. How do I take myself out the stream, Lady Nika? And I tried that. It's probably because Kiki came up here. This the wrong. I knew it was gonna trip when I brought Kiki up here. I knew something was gonna go wrong, and it's cause I'm on the wrong computer. I think they're working together. I do too. I think they are part of the same. Yeah, the same effery that's going on. They're all, to me, it seems like they're all a part of it. Like they all suspect me, But if y'all tell me how to take myself out, bring myself back without logging the whole stream off, I'll do that and see if it'll work. Because I don't even know how to do that. Let me see. There's something on the side right here. Maybe I can hit remove. Let's see. Okay. I took myself out. I brought myself back. So if it's still choppy, let me know, and then I'll try it again. And if it's better, also let me know. All right? But hit the one if you can hear me better now. So I'm going to play some more of this audio while I'm waiting to see if y'all let me know if it's better now, okay?
As if he was your son.
I've known that kid since he was a baby. That's
yeah, because he's
his
your
wife,
child.
His wife and him, and my ex-wife now.
Dude,
and myself.
What organization do you know that will allow people to reveal themselves? And then one thing is, you're a terrible actor, because the way you write, the way you act has not changed. It stayed consistent even when you came from being undercover. So you're a terrible undercover agent or whatever. Like, because usually somebody's undercover.
Again, I'm not an agent. I'm a subcontracted algorithm reader, a bone carrier.
Okay, but you blown your cover. So what you doing?
I hear him say he was a bone carrier, which means you trolling this whole sector. He said he's a bone carrier. Thank you, Lady Nika. He said he's a bone carrier. Did y'all hear him say that? So like I said, it's always the gray area. Do you see what I'm saying? So Sir King, though, he focusing on something that he said a while ago that he was contracted to do whatever. He done said he's working for himself. Now he's saying he's a subcontracted bone carrier. Who you subcontracted for? Them people over there in the, what do you call it, the drama sector? Or you subcontracted for them. And y'all remember what I said about that Sergeant Willie P saying that they decided to infiltrate our black spaces on YouTube a long time ago, years ago. So is he subcontracting for himself in a way of trolling our areas? Is that what's going on? Like I said, pay attention. It's always about the gray area. So anyway, let's continue.
Oh, I'm done.
Oh, you done? So that means you want me back? You completed your experiment? What do you mean you done?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, co-host. I see you.
I completed my experiment.
So you're gonna stick around if it's over and tell us what you collected. What is your finding? Can you tell us that, or you got to report back to whoever you're doing an experiment for?
Yes, ma'am. I'm doing an experiment for somebody.
Okay, well then you said you're done. Can you explain what did you find? Can you tell us What's your report? Someone with your report gonna be?
No, I can't.
Okay. I see. This is some.
That's the part I remember about retrieving data. I've just never known anyone to
Troll that.
like spill their stuff, what they do.
He said he was retrieving troll data, or were you just simply trolling for those other sectors over there and going back and you know, getting a good kiki and a good caca about all the trouble that you done started over here? Is that what you mean by troll data? Like if I do this and if I say this buzzword, or I say that buzzword, we'll get them all riled up and they'll start going for each other's throat. You know what I mean? Sorry about that, Clark Kent. I can't do nothing about it. But y'all let me know if it get too bad. Is that what he means by troll data? He says he's a bone carrier. He's collecting troll data. Just listen to the gray area, right? But for some reason, SK wanted to keep the focus on this. You said you were doing an experiment. Pay attention. Let's continue.
I didn't worry about being doxxed. I just don't.
Wow, this is a lot.
And then all of them people emails too. So why, if you were part of this organization, why you up in people emails trying to provoke them to do stuff to other people? What organization you with? The credibility.
You know what?
The credibility.
I told Tracy to drag you. Big deal. Drag you.
Okay, so what are you doing?
Wow, we get a little bold. Here, go ahead, y'all. Have fun. Hey, go ahead.
Good morning. How y'all doing? Good evening. Whatever it is.
Wow.
I'm feeling a little ill. That's why I ain't been on here this morning. And I just woke up.
Okay, well, we asked some questions. Go ahead.
I was listening.
Go ahead and finish, Sir King, because this is getting interested now. We getting down to the
But wait, but here's the thing. Christopher did say all of that on Dutch's Kelly Love channel too. The same stuff he said on
Yeah, see, I didn't hear that.
channel, he said it on Dutch's panel. But it sounded weird to Dutchess, and Dutchess ended up cutting him off. So everything he's saying is the truth. He said the same thing on Sir King panel, the same thing he said on Dutch's panel. But here's the thing. We shouldn't believe either one of you motherfuckers.
Okay.
We don't know you behind the fucking thing.
Exactly.
We saw Christopher. We know that Christopher was
Who gives a damn what you see? The fakest people you can see. Yes, I'm telling you, he working for an organization. He working for an organization as.
Notice how he tried to start talking over Kiki when Kiki said, "I don't trust neither one of y'all. We should trust either one of y'all. We don't know who you are either." You see what I'm saying? And Bauer said he's not using the right title for people who do this type of work. I won't say the name or job title to help out. Is that right, Bauer? Yeah, absolutely. SK talks and gives a long backstory to every answer, right? But interrupts you when you are talking, saying you are talking too long, because you are pulling the covers off. Yeah, he tried to overtalk me today too, and I wouldn't have it. You see how you doing, Kiki? You know, Bauer says, also when you work with data, when you work with data, I guess your job is to collect and interpret it, not interfere and alter it. I know that's right, Bowen. And somebody said who was it? She said, I am just me, said Christopher once tried to say he was a day trader or a broker. Basically, gotta shut him down, and he didn't mention that no more. So let's listen to a little bit more.
And trying to get us to answer the same thing. Why are you waiting everybody email?
But you do it too, though. You do it too, though.
No, I don't.
You told us that.
You are so divisive. You're so divisive. We up here having a conversation. You are so divisive.
You can't attack this man if you just like him. That's stupid.
I'm nothing like him. I don't work for no damn government organization that's been subcontract out.
Can I ask you a question?
Let's get on.
Was that your mama?
No, that wasn't my mama. If you paid attention, you know that wasn't my mama. Because why would I try to give information to help people dox me, dummy?
Oh my God, Lord Jesus! Y'all finish. I'ma just finish watching from the skybox.
Okay, please do.
If I was y'all, I wouldn't believe either one of them.
That's right.
We should believe the allegations involving you too, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
And Kiki, he didn't want to let Kiki talk because Kiki was telling the truth. And Kiki said, if I was you, I wouldn't believe either one of them. That's where I'm at this point in time. I don't believe either one of them. Okay. Maria said, Bowen, exactly. Why would you ruin the validity by being messy, playing in our faces? Absolutely. Absolutely. Voodoo said, at Bowen, that's true. You do not influence or alter the data. Queen Book said, was it SK the one who introduced him over here? I don't know. Is SK the one that introduced Christopher W over here, guys? Do any of you guys know if he's the one that introduced him or not? Because I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, Chopper said, he says he's nothing like him, but he won't reveal his identity. He's just like him to me, because he's trying to manipulate situations as well. And then when he don't get his way, he have a whole feminine meltdown. You know, that's what I'm saying. So I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't know if SK introduced Christopher W over here or not. I don't know, but does anybody know? Because that's very interesting. It's very telling, you know. But like I said, the real truth is in the gray area. Maria said yes. He did like an interview with him, really, on why he likes this sector. Oh, is that right, Maria? Wow. Bless Watkins said yes, he did start off over there. Wow. He a whole coon. So you introduced the man, okay? And I heard that him and Jason once used to work together as well. You know. So, but now all of a sudden you got a problem with these Anglos, but you used to work with them. Wow. Ronnie Q said he always talks over people, and I wish CCs would not allow SK to do that. Yeah, well, you know what? He a whole weirdo, and never will I very rarely speak on him, but we had this right here. I was triggered by his comments today, and I had to come and talk about this for a whole bunch of reasons, because the reason why I want to talk about it in particular is because both of them are suspects to me. And to me, what Sir King did, he made himself look even more suspect with trying to pull what he pulled today. I'm going to fast forward this in a little bit so yeah, we can hear what went on between me and him. Because y'all hear how calmly he was talking to that guy, right? But watch how you wrap it up when it comes to me. And I'm thinking, you more mad at me than this guy? Well, I mean, it makes sense now. If you introduce him, you hate black women anyway, you know, because you hate yourself or whatever, or you're trying to manipulate the situation over here for monetary gain or whatever it is that you're trying to do, or you trying to manipulate, or you the ops and you really working for them over there. Like, it's several things that you could be doing, you know. So yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy to me. I wish they would not entertain SK at all. I know that's right. He's very divisive. But he says that I'm being divisive and oh Lord, I just clicked the video out on y'all. I'm the one that's being divisive. And I made a certain comment to the guy, and I was wrong for saying that comment. I gotta fast forward to that part because we done heard enough of this. Let me click it back to the video. Honey, my hand hit the wrong. Y'all know how it goes. Let me let the dang on commercial pass. You think SK is a white man? Could be with them voice modifiers. Could very well be. Hold on. Turn it back up here. Could very well be. I don't put nothing past anybody these days. You know, Sheba says, by the fact that no one has really blown SK cover by now, it speaks volumes, right? Because it is interesting, yet nobody has really blown his cover. So who sent him? You think he white too? It's a very good possibility, you know, because who sent you to SK? Who sent you? You're over here disrupting stuff as well on purpose. So who sent you? Or are y'all all working together? It's just crazy to me. Real said, I think SK more suspect than CW. CW seems like a delusional board troll, but there's something real dark about whatever SK got going on. They all dark and suspect to me. let's be real, said there's a lot of strong-minded women over here. And absolutely, let's be real. That's why I read that little excerpt from that book about women and the Salem witch trials. There are a lot of strong-minded women over here, and he gets so pissed off when challenged it out. Yes, he does. Like he feels insulted that you have a different opinion or objection. Absolutely. Food Junkie says at SK is Z whole joke. That's why I don't mess with them. Period. Wow. Ronnie Q said notice SK did not go over to Kwani's live to support her. He chose to go to the Sleeping Pill Zills channel instead. Lucretia said SK acts like he really is a government person. But Chris wishes he was one. SK might be one. Child, it's a lot of weird stuff going on. It's a lot of weird stuff. But like I said, after I had to calm down and think about it. Do you see what I'm saying? I had to calm down and think about it. And now I got a whole lot of questions that I've never really thought about before. Because I don't care. But thanks for that cash out, love. Thank you. I got it. Thank you. And so anyway, I honestly do not watch SK. I don't watch him either. But he came on. This is what's went on Miss Blanche channel today. Because never would I ever down at fool's doorstep. Never. But he jumped on Miss Bless panel today, and that's where this information is coming from. No, I don't trust him either. Trina said when SK first popped up, I voiced my dislike of him. Something about him bothered me. I stopped going anywhere his way. Yeah, it gives me a creepy feeling. That's why I don't watch his channel. He gave me a creepy, and it is something about him. He's weird. Okay, let's be real. Says that Maria CW just uses the narrative persona to further infiltrate. He thinks we're blind to his games. I had to check him on Lex panel a week or so ago. Is that right? Let's be real. Now, I didn't see that. But yeah, I think, like I said, I told you guys that Sergeant Willie Peak story about them on purpose coming over here to infiltrate our spaces and cause trouble. And so yeah, that's what's going on. I think it just took a little while to get over here, but they've been doing it in like the conscious sector, even with the black avatars and they're not black, and all of this and all in the woke sector, if you want to call it that, the every sector. He mentioned that he was on Clyde Diva's channel. Clyde Diva's channel is a heavily, they're a little heavily trolled part of YouTube. And it's just crazy. And the fact that him and his energy is giving me his back is against the wall. Absolutely, right? Crowley bounced at the right time. I know that's right, Sheba. And then he also was in his feelings because a lot of us were supporting Quani, even though we done been into a Quani. But the thing is, we know exactly who Quani is. We know who Quani is. We know how Quani moves. And Sir King, we do not know you. We do not trust you. We do not know you. Okay? And you got in your fifis. You just couldn't understand, and they was kind of, well, they giving her fake support. They all got into it with her. We know who Quani is. We don't know you, and we don't like you, and we don't trust you. Okay? I'm just saying. Anyway, let me see if I can fast forward this. Hold on.
That don't matter. We don't know you.
We don't know you either.
Fucking weirdo.
We don't know you.
Jealous as hell.
We don't know you.
Because the money panel about to be popped. And you back.
Yeah.
Right, okay, but she didn't tell you the fact that I was helping her.
Come on, Kiki. Kiki fell out.
Helping her learn how to stream yard.
And then he had to bring up the fact that I was helping her. She didn't even know how to stream yard.
I think she knew how to do it, and
she didn't know how to do it, bro.
What does it matter?
Quani been around a long time, y'all. Y'all know that.
What does
Bless
it matter?
She didn't know how to do it, and the receipt is on my community wall.
What does it matter?
Well, for a long time, I dropped the link in. I claimed it earlier in this live. Me and Lady Niggas sent pictures back and forth. She helped me learn how to drop the link. So maybe she didn't know how to drop the link. Maybe you didn't hear.
Who cares that he showed he helped Quani how to do StreamYard? Whether he did or not, I don't know. But how is that relevant to anything? So you feel like you got some ownership of her? Like what is it that I receipt about? You showed her how to drop the link, and what? She's supposed to feel beholden to you and earn money for you on your channel and not drop her own link. I'm confused as to how that's relevant. Why does it matter? Who cares? And why would you feel like you had to drop a receipt about helping her with StreamYard? Like, how is that relevant to anything? I couldn't understand that. That was weird. Like he wants somebody to be beholden to him or something. That is weird. Okay? Anyway, child.
I mean, that narrative of actively helping you trying to get your platform. Okay. You can't sit up there and lie to somebody like that, and that ain't true. Like, I was,
what was the lie?
Listen to her saying that I was jealous of her. I wasn't jealous of her. If I was jealous of her, why would I help her learn how to use StreamYard?
Well, I'm glad you helped her.
Because you didn't think her panel was going.
I'll be there too.
It's not a lie. You jealous of. You got jealous because of all the support that she got. You didn't think that she was going to be successful, and she was this successful with her first panel, and you got in your feelings about it. Okay? Yeah, he mad, needy, and whiny. Kiki said right. Kiki said he think everything that true when he had something. Yeah. When he got something to do with it, you know, you're supposed to be beholden to him or something, right? He's a whole weirdo. Like, he never stopped talking. He talked the entire time. Anyone tried to, he tried to overtalk people because he didn't want nobody getting to the true facts. That's what he did. And he just pissed me off. And when I finally did say something, I couldn't take it no more. And I was triggered by this point because I got sick of hearing his mouth. He was pretty much over after that. That's right, he was jealous after he saw her success. Absolutely, that's point blank, period. He was jealous after he saw her success. He surely didn't think all these people that she done been into it with was going to support her. That shocked him, right? That shocked a couple of them from what I heard. They just couldn't believe that. I was like, oh, child, you are so sensitive and so envious and jealous. And you hate black women. It's unfortunate. I don't see why they be over there caping for your little ugly ass. Okay, whoever you are. You sound ugly. Okay? You sound ugly. Okay? Lucretia said he low-key doxed Queen Kwani by showing her stripper avatar on IG. What? I don't know nothing about that. What he got going on. Now I heard that he was over here a long time ago, and he got ran over here, and he went to Instagram and didn't work out over there. And now he back over here. You know, all these trolls got out of hand when he sure did, Trina, cause he got them over here that they all working for him and that other one. You know, they all doing the same thing. They trolling on purpose. And that's why I'm saying, are you really working with CW and the other guy as well? Are y'all all in this together? You know, Kiki said he was very, very mad and he really jealous of you. That's why he always talks about you on his platform. Well, he hate because I'm a black woman and I don't care if he's jealous or not, but I feel you, Kiki. So this second Curry's on IG too. I'm missing out. I don't know. He's ugly, not sound, not look. I heard that he was really pissed that you and Lady Nika offered encouragement and put your differences. Yeah, you're absolutely right about it, Trish. You're absolutely right. He doxed her down in this community. Wow, really? Like, I have no idea. Like, child.
That ain't no big deal.
We all gonna support her over here.
Okay, we gonna support her. I'm not against her supporting her. I'm not against her supporting her.
But that's a lie. He is against us supporting her. He had no idea that Kwani was gonna get the support that she got. He had no idea. If he had any of the idea that she was gonna get this kind of support, he wouldn't have helped her out in the first. He wouldn't have showed her how to do StreamYard or whatever it is that he's saying he showed her. If he showed her that. And I'm going to say allegedly because I don't know if he did it or not. Okay? Let's be real sad. He assumed that people didn't like Kwani. We know Kwani. Love her or loathe Q. She brings up important topics. Kwani is Kwani. Kwani just going to be Kwani. And he didn't think that nobody was going to pay attention to her platform when she started dropping the link. And yes, he did, but he underestimated Kwani. That's what he did. You know, Michelle said, "Kind to me, I agree with you. I remember saying every day on Tracy platform that he was a troll. Everyone to know. I mean, yo, he's always on Tracy. He jealous of Tracy too. I've been seen from day one. He jealous of Tracy too. You know, I mean, we see it. I don't even do he even care that he see it? Do he think that he hiding something? We can see it in the way that you move. You know, and so it's just crazy.
What we talking about? This is
I'm
not
not against y'all. Y'all trying to cause a friction in a situation that's not
about one right now. We glad that you have to drop the
You
link.
can shut
There's
the hell
nothing
up
wrong
over
with
here.
that. Like I said, I have like you tell me
All you said was black people don't work and smoke weed. You didn't talk about that, did you? Huh? You didn't tell them about that, did you?
No, it's been heard.
Y'all notice he had to turn it back on Christopher. Miss Bless was on him, and he had to turn it back on. He had to take the conversation and put it right back on Christopher. Y'all notice that? Bless was on him, and then he brought it right back around to Christopher. You see how that worked? But they was on him. Kiki had called him out. Miss Bless called him out, and now he done turned it back around to the conversation being about Christopher. He deflected his butt off with that. Did y'all notice that? Let's continue.
Stereotypical self. That was over here causing half back in April.
I heard about that.
Talk about white people, talk about black people don't work and all they do is smoke weed. You didn't tell them that, huh?
Wow.
Sir.
Wow.
Is that part of your organizational findings?
Wow. Did you say that, Christopher?
You sure did.
Y'all see how he turned that around? He did that real quick. Did you say, Miss Bless said, did you say that, Christopher? What did he say? He sure did. You know, he deflected off it real quick, didn't he? Because the irons is getting too hot to him. Do you see what I'm saying? So, yeah.
Yeah, he ain't telling you all that.
Wow, Christopher, I'm learning too much today.
Well, you're probably the only person that doesn't know about that because it's.
Yes, I am the only person that don't know about his Smarty Pants.
But what I'm trying to say.
That's sarcasm with me. Yes, I am. I didn't know all this that I'm hearing now. So maybe I am the only one. So sometimes I do be the last one to hear about something because I don't be on here 24/7. And every single black person in this sector, I don't be on there. I don't have the privilege to be in their chat like you do.
Exactly.
So I am learning something new.
And then here's another thing. I be missing out on a lot of stuff because I can't spend 24 hours. There are people I believe that it don't seem like they sleep. They just listening to YouTube like all day and all night. I ain't never heard. How can you not sleep? This stuff will start getting into you, and you start internalizing it and going crazy if all you do is listen to this crap all day long. You know, it's crazy. Crazy to me. Sometimes people need to log the freak off, okay? Just in general, they need to log off.
Yeah.
So what happened was.
See, that's what they mean by sarcasm. Now, you're not going to put this on the PFTV, what you just said to me. I have not known that you were going through all of this. And I'm glad Sir Keno here telling us. I'm glad that most saying stuff. I'm starting to learn stuff. No, I didn't know, but I don't be everywhere in everybody chat like you do. I wish I could, but I don't. And you'll be more places today. 24/7.
Maria said SK sticking out his tongue at CW like nana boo boo child. Oh, Sheba said sounds like SK knows more than that. I agree, Sheba. You're absolutely right. You're absolutely right.
Carry on.
So yeah, first of all, Mr. King likes to bring these things up over and over and over and over.
Because you want to forget them. That's why you don't want nobody to know about it.
I can't.
That's why I keep bringing it up. You're talking about for the people, but you ain't for the people.
That is disingenuous. He bringing it up to deflect away from what he got going on. Okay, I see that now.
It was over there on Jason's platform. You sitting up there. Oh, I didn't never heard you say nothing about the N-word, but did you ask where you could?
Well, wasn't he over there too at one point in time for they fell out? What is he talking about?
Find out? No, you just said up under the premise.
Yes,
I don't know.
I did.
You didn't know. You didn't put that on my page.
How would you know? How would you know?
Because I heard you. Like just like he said. Again, y'all said y'all were absolutely right. Y'all was absolutely right about what he said about you. That's why I jumped on the panel, because you sit up there lying to these women.
Okay, I just want to say.
Now, when Christopher W. said, how would you know? I think he asked, how would you know? Because he know that Sir King used to be over there too. And they're possibly all still over there. And I think that's why he said, how would you know? You see what I'm saying? Ronnie Q said, yet SK keeps CW on his platform. Get the fuck out of here. I know that's right. Bless said, I'm side-eyeing both. Yeah, I'm side-eyeing both too. It don't sound right to me, especially when he said, how would you know? He was saying, how would you know in my mind? Like, you know, because you be over there too. That's what I took out of that. Sure is. Child. Like Miss Bliss said, they both suspect. Both of them.
Lying to these women about what? What are you talking about? Lying to these women?
Go ahead, Miss Taylor.
Hi, Bless. The only I want to say this about Christopher. One day when the George Floyd thing had just went down, and he was in somebody's chat, I'm not sure whose, and he was on the stream, and he said, "Oh yes, I'm down for the cause, and I don't think what's going on is right. So if you guys want to go and steal all the TVs and all the Nike gym shoes,
Wow,
I'm all for it." And that really pissed me off.
that was a racist statement.
That wasn't
Very racist.
Wow.
And I,
First time I heard that today too. But when I was saying, some black folks around here, well, they were saying like, well, she's going too hard. She's this, that, and the other. She's racist. She's this, that, and the other. Only thing they did was verify, that they solidified my stance on a whole lot of subjects. That's all they did in the stream today, in my opinion. That's all they did.
the only time I get on the stream is if I'm playing a game at Duchess. But that statement stuck with me when he said he was down for the cause, and if we wanted to steal all the TVs and gym shoes, he was all for it.
Wow, what you got to say to that, Christopher? You like tennis shoes, huh? That sounded a little suspect.
That had nothing to do with the cause.
Well, in that discussion, I do remember.
Not a little racist. Racist.
In that discussion, there was somebody had brought up about the looting and the fires and whatnot, and when I spoke, I was referring to that particular comment. I said, "Hey, you know what? Everything that's going on needs to happen, and if it comes down to all that included, so be it." Again, what can I say? I mean,
you're lost for words, huh?
Exactly.
You're lost for words.
Miss Bliss said you were lost for words, huh?
But
I know that's right.
There's nothing I can say because
Maybe you should think before you speak, because that do sound racist. It really does. Why would you say steal all the tennis shoes?
because that had already been brought up in that.
Wow, you got okay. Anybody got anything to say on that? What y'all think?
There's some folks here.
Yeah.
They weren't out there doing that just to steal no tennis shoes and nothing like that.
Well, let me just say, Trinity, he don't get no pass with me. Today was the first day I came on. I have been talking about the Anglo troll. I talked about it, was it last week when this subject came up, the subject of race came up? But a lot of people said, oh, she going too hard. Oh, she racist. Oh, she this. Oh, she that. But they verified and solidified everything that I was saying about leaving the Anglo troll alone. I'm confused by that. And I asked that question because I'm thinking, well, okay, y'all bringing up all of this now, but some of these people that's bringing this stuff up that I didn't even hear was saying I was going too hard. Like, I'm confused by it. It's fascinating to me. So, yeah, anyway, let's continue.
How do you equate? Why would you say you guys can go out and loot and steal all the tennis shoes? That's stereotyping us.
Because they were talking about TVs and tennis shoes. And
no, we were not.
So why couldn't you say furniture court? Why did it be tennis shoes?
Ma'am, how can you say that when you can't remember what channel?
Oh, Christopher. Come on now.
This has been one thing in that state and stuck with me all this time. It don't matter what chat you were in, you said it, and that was not even the topic. Nobody was talking about stealing TVs or gym shoes.
Exactly.
We were talking about the Black Lives Matter and the fucking cause. So don't get up here and try to say, oh, that's what they were talking about, TVs and tennis shoes. That's not what we were talking about.
Can I interject for a second? Now, Christopher, wait a good goddamn minute, because let me tell you something. Half of the goddamn fires was started by you guys and were blamed on us. Let's get that straight. All of that bullshit that was going on did not happen by the hands of black people. But because you people, white people, always deem us as the violators, your race does shit and we get blamed for it. So let's clear that up. Black people weren't the ones that were looting and causing damn fires.
Can I just say that? Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I say something. Uninterrupted. The other day when we would have the conversation about race, and I said what I said. A lot of black people feel a lot of my people that are comfortable with what I said and was coming at me. And because of that, I took a step back because I do work with different types of people and I try to see things in a different light. So my thing is right now, with all this rah-rah going on, when I said all this the other day, and I got lambasted by my own people for some of the same things that are being said now after all of this. When I said it at first, I was a bad person. Even when it comes to certain things, I believe you said that one time that our white people are not racist. You see what I'm saying? And some of that stuff, and I said some of that stuff, whether they realize they're racist or not, is inbred. It's raised up in them. They can't help. They're raised with unconscious bias, and they don't even realize it. So when I was saying that, and a lot of my own people is coming against me, why is it now that pretty much what he's doing is proving me right, and we're not acknowledging that? So the next time we go on, that next time,
And I still have that question. Why are we not acknowledging the fact that I have always held the same stance? Like, can somebody answer that for me, please? That's all I want to know. Nobody ever got around to answer that question. I have always held this stance. Told me I was going too hard. I tried to step back. And so, yeah. Let who on the air? Let who on the air? Lucretia. Because I done heard all I needed to hear. I don't have to hear nothing else. Nothing. I just haven't been able to yeah. Anyway, hold on a minute. Come think of it. Hold on 1 second, guys. I got to do something. One second here. If I could. 1 second here. If I could. Okay. I get the troll out of my chat. Now we can go back. Well, he ain't here no more because he just got blocked. There's nothing more to be said. Nothing. Anyway, I'm going to try to fast forward just a little bit because this video in 15 minutes will be at 2 hours and I'm not staying on here all night. I got somewhere I got to be. But I had to do this video. Now, where's here we go. Let me try to fast forward. I really want to try to hear how Sir King started coming at me. That's the purpose of the video. So let me try to fast forward a little bit. Let's see. Right. If
That's what I'm trying to say. I got your back. I agree with you.
and I understand just a viewpoint because everybody know how I feel. Like that is not how I raised the young men, the young black men in myself.
Hold on. You keep jumping in and out.
You do that. You don't get the dictate decency. You're not one of my family, but nothing else.
Yeah, did y'all hear him he called me an indecent human being. And you a coon ass Negro. Okay, you sucking under the eggplant emoji. You twerking to suck on the balls and the eggplant emoji of the man. That's what you are. You're a whole clone. You're a whole fake, phony fraud, and you the ops. And we don't trust you, and we don't like you. Okay? Anyway, let's continue.
I have one. I know exactly who the fuck I am. Okay? And just because you're conflicted about who you are, that don't have nothing on
Oh, yes, you're convicted about who you are. Yes, you are.
But I disagree.
A cracker. He
I
never.
just,
Now, listen to this.
the fuck I want to call it. Just like you can call me whatever the fuck you want to call me. It don't make no difference to me. It don't make no difference to me one way or another what he called me. Just like it can't make no difference to him what he called him. I have a thick skin. I don't give a fuck.
At the end of the day, we're trying to reach for respect and equality. And you're
At the end of the day,
At the end of the day, we're trying to reach for respect and equality. It ain't the most emasculated piece of bullshit I heard in my whole entire life coming out of the mouth of a black man. I don't know what the hell is. Okay? That's some bullshit. Yeah, he's defending him, right? You notice that? He's back defending CW. You see how that worked? That was my whole point of the video. At the end of the day, we're trying to reach for respect and equality. Like if you ask for it or beg for it or suck on them long enough, they're gonna give you respect and equality. That's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard of in my life. All right, I don't understand that. And I'm triggered again. Let me calm down. Hold on.
Let me calm down. At the end of the day, if you can't
He sure did, bless.
people, you would never. You can't ask for respect and equality from other races of people, honey. Don't you realize that has to be fought for? You can't ask for it. Ain't nobody gonna give you nothing.
Get on my
Okay,
nerves.
you have to demand your respect. You have to demand your equality.
You're hurting the man with your racial
I'm not hurting anything.
That man never called you.
I'm hurting. Did y'all hear him? I'm hurting the man. I'm hurting Christopher W. with my racially inflammatory commentary. But you ain't checking him like that. You was real calm with him. You didn't say, did y'all hear him say one time that he was hurting me with his racial inflammatory commentary when he say all black things, only thing black people do is smoke weed and don't have no jobs? That wasn't racially inflammatory, but you didn't call him on that. I wasn't hurting him. You know, I mean, he wasn't hurting me, but I'm hurting him because I said cracker. Really? Okay. Food Junkie said, hey, Olivia, what's the documentary on Netflix? Yeah, Food Junkie, the name of the documentary is called The Social Dilemma, and it's on Netflix called The Social Dilemma. Your mouth will be on the floor when you look at that, Food Junkie. I was like, wow, The Social Dilemma. That's the name of it. Please, y'all look at that documentary on Netflix. Please. Bless said we never saw him and he used voice changer. He could be white. We don't know who he is. You know, Lucretia said, I know he white and gay. I heard that, Lucretia. Lucretia said, SK is a wet dog. I'm just saying, peep game. They stick together. Yes, they do. I'm hurting the man with my racial inflammatory commentary. So he didn't hurt me. He didn't hurt black people with what he said about the George Floyd's riots. He didn't hurt black people when he said all we do is sit around and smoke weed out there. We ain't got no jobs. Half of this stuff I didn't even hear at the time. But I'm the one that's being racially insensitive, not him, right? Okay. All right. Make it make sense.
I'm not hurting that man. That man give a fuck about me in the first place. Okay?
Sorry you feel that way. Sorry you feel that way.
Why?
I don't know that. I don't know you. I don't know.
Why is he sorry that I feel that? Wait, why is he sorry that I feel that this guy don't give an F about me? He ain't supposed to give an F about me. Ain't nobody on here supposed to give an F about me. I don't know nobody on here for real. This is a social media application. What do he mean? I'm sorry. He's sorry. I feel this way. You speaking for yourself, honey, because you feel sad because he don't give an F about you. That's what the problem is. Don't try to put that on me. I don't give a fuck if he give a fuck about me or not. He ain't supposed to. Okay. He ain't supposed to give a F about me. All right? I'm confused. But anyway. Idiot.
I know the difference between cyberspace and our real world.
Thank you.
Okay? I don't have a problem with that. I don't integrate the two. I know the difference.
Exactly.
Well, that's the problem. Cyberspace is affecting people's real world because what they're learning about Black people, white people, Asian people, a lot of that.
That's why I told you guys to go look at the social dilemma. Okay, go look at the social dilemma. It is the internet really is screwing with people's psyche. Okay, it's just dragging us down to our lowest common denominator, and it's starting to affect some of our everyday lives. Now, he got a point right there. You see what I'm saying? Now, he was just trying to call me out on something, but he got a point. He got a point right there. It's affecting him because he don't know the difference between cyberspace and reality. Does he have a life outside of this YouTube stuff? Does he even have a life? Because I got a whole life. I know how to turn the app off when I get tired of it. But he's got a point. That's why I suggested, you welcome, Food Junkie. That's why I suggested everybody go look at that Netflix documentary called the Social Dilemma. Thanks for the super chat, Black Corner Misses. Let them have a bit. So let's listen to a little bit more because we got 10 more minutes and I'm gonna get off here. I got to go in 10. You know, I gotta get off here. So hold on.
That's why I said everybody need to watch the Social Dilemma because it's one big social experiment. Now, I'm not talking to you anymore because you're twerking for my attention. Okay? Now, if you're not going to come up here and be genuine, let me tell you something, sir. Let me tell you something.
Very divisive. Your language is very divisive.
This language is very divisive and very coonish. Oh, my language is hurtful, guys.
To learn how my people have been treated ever since we stepped out the boat. What the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck do you want? You gotta stop being divisive or not. What the fuck are you?
You just want division and not unity? You don't want
absolutely want fucking division. I would never say something. Okay, now I'm gonna mute everybody right now for a minute so somebody can get something in. Sir King, you did change. You came on here.
I did not change my stance. No, I did not. I said
even Bless know he switched up. Did y'all hear him switch up? We want unity. I don't get. Look, I want a piece of motherfucking mind. That's what I want. Okay, anywhere I can fucking get. That's just the bottom freaking line. T. Trisha said, I am beginning to think that they have seen the activity, potential income generated by this sector, and was to disrupt. Well, that Langston Hughes said that on D-Spot channel last week. He said the very same thing, T. Trisha. Kind to me said, I believe it, Miss O. Just like you said, when do these people sleep? Yeah, 24/7. They know everything going on. Exactly. Lucretia SK uses StreamYard to get to get the authenticated email addresses of guests. Really? Do what now? Of guests. Then he stops and types a file. How do you do that? On them with their name and job location, etc. He does what? So if you be a guest on his stream, if you click the link and be a guest on his stream, he can get your address and all of that information. Is that what you're saying, Lucretia? Because I never heard that before, but Child Life Supplies, they can do everything these days. Wow, that is weird. That is weird. He has named himself to something he can never be. Right, a sir or a king. You got that right. Right? He's lacking in his real life. And the internet is where he lives out his fantasy of great. Absolutely. Because in the real life, he's probably some meek weirdo. You know, he's probably some incel. You know, he get his whole life, his virtual life is his whole world. You see what I'm saying? It shows in your email address. Like when you, like if you click on StreamYard or something, is that what you're saying, Lucretia? I don't. But anyway, I don't even care about that. Roger was victimized by SK that way. Who is Roger? Anyway, y'all, I just want y'all to get the general idea of what was going on. Do y'all see? Hit to one if you saw how his tone changed when it came to talking to me as opposed to talking to CW Christopher. Do y'all see? Do y'all notice how it changed? Because that was the purpose of this video. And that is why the title is what it is. You hate women, you know, and you hate your black skin. And are you even black at all? Is what I want to know. Food Junkie said you were better. I said you were better than me because I cussed SK out on many of panels and always will. Period. I know that's right, Food Junkie. I know that's right. He literally broke out in hives. I heard that. He tried to run me as if he could ever. And could no, they can never handle me. That's why they don't like me. But you can't, like, whatever it is you trying to do to me, you can't shut me up. You can't run me. I ain't scared of you. This ain't that type of party over here, honey. Because he weaker than me. Okay? He can't be a brother acting like this. He got to see him twerking. Oh, you hurt that white man's feelings. Because you called him a cracker. You hurt his feelings. You're divisive. We want unity. And we want the boyfriend. Oh, shut our way the hell up. You sound like a whole coon and it just really you're emasculated. You are emasculated. You weak. Child. I ain't never seen nothing like this. But that's really what I want you guys to hear. Because that's, it's very unfortunate the way he moving out here in these streets. And I'm not gonna say I don't even think he realized it, because I think he realized it. He twerking for the man. It's ridiculous. Like, he's on purpose being divisive. That coupled with the fact that he hate himself, therefore he hate women. I'm headed to do that. I'm headed actually out the door. That's why I said I gotta go here in about 4 minutes now. But I'm going to get off here, because I got plans for that moon tonight. Okay, but y'all please get out and look up at the moon. It's a rare blue moon. It's a very strong moon. A lot of energy coming from that moon. Is powerful. Okay. Ron Q said last time I was on a panel with SK, he was cussing and calling me out of my name. I never used one curse word. Just let him lose his mind. That's how he is. But I didn't even expect that. Queen Quantity, take the wheel now, girl. I heard that, Lucretia. But I didn't expect him to hop up there. And so it caught me off guard. But that won't happen again. I'm going to be triggered again. And I was triggered to the point where I felt like I needed to apologize to Miss Bless and her panel, right? And folks even had something to say about that. But let me clear that up before I get off here. When I say I apologize for being triggered. I do not apologize for anything that I said about the subject. Okay? But I do apologize for being triggered. That's all. That's it. I don't apologize for nothing that I said. Because I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. In other words, I said what I said, and I meant it. Okay? And that's how I feel about that. All right? So anyway, I'm about to get off here, y'all. And Olivia OracleSpeaks join us on DKL's Live for the party tonight. And now, I'm not even going to be here, y'all. I was going to try to click on it first, but I'm not going to be here. Thanks for the PayPal, love. I appreciate you. I ain't going to say your name, but thank you. It means a lot. But anyway, guys, I really do have to go. If y'all, like I said, if y'all get a minute, but I definitely watch the replay one Q, if it's still up when I get back. But yeah, y'all enjoy y'all night. Take a minute to look at that moon, and I'm gonna be getting on off of here. Y'all have a good night.
This is the witching hour. It is the hour when dogs howl and evil is let loose on the sleeping world. Want to hear about it?
Peace, y'all. Have a good night. Thank you, T. Trisha. Peace.